All right, so we're gonna start, and the first thing that we're gonna do is cat and cow pose. So when you do those poses, you're gonna be on your hands and your knees. So we're gonna put our hands down on the mat, our knees are down here, and then what you wanna do is arch your back up like a kitty cat, way up towards the ceiling. Hello. There we are, and you can even make a cat sound. Meow. And then you're gonna let your belly drop and your head looks up, and this is the cow pose, and we could say, woo. Let's go back to cat. So take a breath in, breathe in. Back is up like a kitty cat, meow. And then let it drop down like the cow, moo. One more time, cat. And let's hear our cat sound. Let's do the softest little kitty cat you can. And then let your belly drop, your head looks up at the ceiling and say, woo. Very nice. All right, the next pose we're gonna do is our downward facing dog right here. This little yoga Joe. So we're gonna do him, I'll put him right here on our mat. So your hands are on the floor. Then you're gonna put your toes down on the floor and we're gonna pick our knees up. So take a big deep breath in. Exhale, pick your knees up. And you wanna push the mat away from you. Push your body away from there. So you may not have your feet all the way down on the mat yet, that's okay. So we're on our hands and our feet and we are an upside down letter. Can you guess which one? It's a V, you're correct. If you said V, you are right. So let's hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now look at your hands, bend your knees, hop or step forward, and then slowly stand up. Nice work. Okay, so we've already done 3 yoga poses. We did cat, cow, and downward facing dog. So let's go for our next 2. Here's what I want to do. So we are going to do warrior 1 and warrior 2. So first we'll do 1 and then we'll do 2. So let me put these guys down here. All right, so warrior 1, we are going to put our right foot forward on our mat. So it's facing the short end of your mat. And our left foot is going to be behind us facing the long end of your mat. So one foot points forward, one points out to the side. Then bend your front knee. Get a lot of space between your feet. And your hips are also going to face that short end of the mat. And then bring your arms up and stretch, 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 stretch. Feel that stretch in your side body right here. And then you can look up at the ceiling and let's hold that pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Now watch what we do. We're going to shift our hips out to the long edge of our mat, and then one arm goes to the front and one arm goes to the back. Now we're in warrior 2. Our eyes are going to be looking at these fingers. So we're just going to gaze out over those fingers right there. Very nice. Sink down in. This is like a surfer pose, right? You could pretend you're surfing. So when you're in warrior poses, they are big, strong poses. So I want you to think about what is something that you do really, really well. Think about that. Let's hold this warrior pose. We're going to change it a little. Watch this hand. We're going to turn it over so it faces the ceiling, and then we're going to shift our body so this hand comes down on our leg, the other one goes straight up to the ceiling. This is called reverse warrior, and we're looking up at our hand. Let's hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on back to warrior 2. Did you decide what your superpower is? I know you have one. So here's what we're going to do. Let's bring our feet together again. So we're standing right here. We're going to do the other side. So I'll shift on my mat so that you can still see me. So my left foot's forward, my right foot is back. And my front knee's bent. We're in warrior one again, just on the other side. So I know what my superpower is. Let's hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift out to warrior two. Right here. My superpower is that I know when I'm feeling upset, the thing that works for me is to take a deep breath. So I know to stop, take a breath in, let it out. That's my superpower. What is yours? Did you think of one? I know you have one. All right, so while we're here in warrior two, let's take that front hand, flip it up to the ceiling, and bring that arm all the way up to point up. Your back hand is coming down on your leg. And let's just look up. You are balancing in this pose as well, right? The more that you look up, the harder it is to stay balanced, but I bet you can do it. Let's hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. All right, we're gonna walk our feet together. And by the way, this is a pose as well. This is called mountain pose. So when we're in mountain pose, our feet are about the distance of our hips. That's how far apart they are. And our arms can be at our side, or they can be way up here, or they can be right in here. All right, guys. So warrior one, warrior two. We've done those. So here's what I want us to try next. This one is tree pose. This is a balance pose. So in order to do balance poses, your body really needs to focus. So what I want you to do is take a big deep breath in, and then exhale. Put something on the floor in front of you that you can focus on. I'm gonna look at my little Yoga Joe down there. And then we're gonna keep our left foot down, and our right heel is either gonna come against our left heel, or it's gonna go against our shin, or we can bring it all the way up against our upper thigh, okay? So this is how we're gonna stand. If you're having trouble balancing at first, it's okay. Sometimes you're wobbly, that's okay. That's gonna happen. Expect it. Then your arms, you can bring them up tall, like big tall branches on a tree, or you could bring them right here. Cactus arms, right? One up and one down. Woo! Watch, I can change that. Here I go. Watch. I did it, and my arms never left my body. Woo! All right, so let's hold this one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and put that foot down. Shake your legs out. I know that's some hard work sometimes doing those balances, but guess what? Whatever we do on one side, we have to do on the other. So this time I'm leaving my right foot down, and my left heel is either gonna go against my right heel, or my right shin, or all the way up here. So here's a little tip for you. When you're doing a balance pose like this, you want to make sure that your leg is pressing against your foot, and your foot is pressing against your leg. So both body parts are pressing against each other. That helps you balance. All right, and then do whatever you like with your hands. And here's a challenge for you. See if you can get taller. Suck your belly in so that you're using your core to hold your body up, and then put your arms way up, reach for the ceiling, and let's hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set your foot down. Good job. So that was our balance pose. That was tree pose. All right, here we go. We're gonna get ourselves on the floor so that we can do some more of these Yoga Joes. So in mountain pose, we're gonna take a big deep breath in, and then we're gonna fold forward. Just let your arms hang down here for a minute, like a little rag doll. Ooh, that feels good. Let gravity take your head. And then you can come on down on your knees, and I'm gonna show you this pose. This is child's pose. So we're down on our knees, and our hands are gonna come out in front, and our forehead is gonna go down on our mats. So go ahead and spread your knees apart just a little. Get your forehead down on the mat and your hands out in front, just like this. Keep breathing. This is called child's pose. This is a very calm pose. So if you're feeling upset in any way, come to child's pose. Try it. Try it. Put your head down. Just breathe. Stay there for a couple of more deep breaths. Breathe in and out in child's pose. Nice job. All right, the very last pose, come on up out of that. And then what I want you to do is start getting in our easy pose or crisscross applesauce, just like this guy's doing. Crisscross applesauce. And we're just gonna do a few stretches here. So let's bring our hands in front of us just like this, and then stretch them out in front. Curve your spine a little. Oh, that feels really good. And then do the same thing behind your back. Pull your arms away from you. You get a stretch for your shoulder. Very nice. And then what I want you to do is lie down for our last pose of the day, and it's called Shavasana. And in my classes, it's every kid's favorite pose. So all that you have to do is lie down on your back, right? Just like this. Your arms are on the floor, your palms are facing the ceiling, and your legs are straight out in front of you. I don't want to knock over any yoga joes. All right, and so you're just lying like this. So I'm going to sit up, but I want you to stay down. So if you are lying on your mat right now in Shavasana, here's what I want you to think about. Close your eyes. Let your body come completely still. And think about how your body feels. How does your head feel right now? Think about that. Notice if you have wrinkles on your forehead, smooth them out. Just take a deep breath and smooth them out. How about your jaw? Are you holding any tension in there? Most of us do. We hold lots of tension in our jaw. So I want you to think about that. If you notice, are your teeth touching? Are they clenched together really tight? If they are, just let them go. Open your mouth a little bit, and that'll help get rid of all that tension. So let's move on down. So notice your hands for a minute. How are your hands? Are they able to be still? How about your legs? Are they nice and still on the floor? I hope they are. All right, now I want you to do something. I want you to take your hands and make really tight fists. Tight, 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 and take a big deep breath in. And now I want you to exhale and let those fists go. Notice the difference. Didn't it feel nice when you let go of all that tension? I bet it did. All right, friends. So take a couple more deep breaths while you're lying in Shavasana. Breathe in and then out. Take another nice big deep breath in and out. All right, and now I want you to take another breath in and sit up, crisscross applesauce. And before we leave, I want you to say to yourself, how is your body feeling? I will tell you, mine is feeling really stretched out and relaxed. And my brain also feels pretty calm. So notice how your body and brain are feeling. Is it different from when you started yoga? All right, so the last thing that we do before we leave each other in a yoga class is we say namaste to each other. So let's take one more big deep breath together. Exhale nice and slow. Namaste. That means the good in me sees the good in you. Thanks for joining me today for yoga, and I hope to see everybody soon. I really miss you guys so much. So until next time, see you later. Have a great day.